Hello guys and welcome back to the weekly roundup, the series where we talk about everything in football that is worth talking about that happened this weekend, and then talking about a certain topic at the end of each video. Today's topic will be the England selection for the upcoming two friendlies. We've got no other friendlies, but we're going to talk about everything to do with that as well. But getting into it, we're starting the Premier League action right now. It was a good weekend of football, but we're going to start with the Premier League. First was Burnley versus Brentford, and a 2-1 win for Burnley, a vital win in their bout for survival, but I don't think they're going to survive. I'm probably doing predictions on my tables later this week. Fofana looking really good again. You know, he had a few chances where he probably should have scored, but he got his goal in the end, and you know, Burnley got the win. Thanks for it. Luton versus Forest, 1-1. Luton continuing to fight. Forest are the closest team to Luton, so it's a game where they really needed to fight, and it's a good thing they did because they got that point. It stopped Forest from going. You know, it's a 6-pointer. It's a proper 6-pointer, and Luton managed to get it right at the death, like a few other games this weekend, which we'll get to. Calm down. Fulham performing an absolute miracle against Spurs. I kind of called it coming. I felt it was a very Spursy game anyway. I did it in my Super 6 video, which is on here as well, on how I feel like Spurs might slip up in that game, and they did. 3-0, no goal from Spurs. You know, they've continued scoring for the past year. They've not had a game when they haven't scored for the past year, and Fulham managed to stop him with a Leno clean sheet. It's just Spurs there. Muni's been on form. It just happened. West Ham versus Villa, a 1-1 draw. This is the last Premier League game that happened this week, because there's only 4 Premier League games this week because of all the FA Cup action. Very, very clutch from Zaniolo. Again, he's only got 2 goals, and I'd say both of them were quite clutch for Aston Villa. But the teams just look tired from all that European drama in the week. You know, they both had big games in midweek, and they got the goals from it as well. But they're through to the next round in their European competitions, and they got a draw of each other. I'm sure they'll take it home with them. Getting on to the FA Cup action, we're going to start with City Newcastle, because I think that's the most boring game that happened this game week, and it kind of sums up City as a team anyway, because I feel like they are, you know, people would say, oh, City are really exciting to watch. They're just not exciting to watch. They're just really not, and this game should just help prove that. Bernardo Silva getting both goals, and deflected goals at that as well. It's a poor game from both sides, really. City were all over Newcastle, but the goals were lucky. It could have gone either way. I think Newcastle held themselves wrong. Dubravka mainly had a good game, I would say, but yeah, off the boring bits there, and on to the exciting games, and that is on to Wolves versus Coventry, where Sims continues to be a cup hero, opening the score, and he got a hat-trick in the last round, and he got a goal. Well, the opening goal in this one. Nori found his form in that second half, and he got a goal, and he got an assist, and he's really good. I'm thinking about getting him in the FPL, to be honest, because he seems to be popping up a lot for Wolves. Wolves have had a few players this season that have had good spells, and Nori seems like the next one coming through. He always seems to have a good end to the season anyway. Nori, kind of rate him quite a bit, but Wolves then kind of create their own downfall. They were 2-1 up, and Ellis Sims got another goal, and from there on, if you've not heard it already, Coventry beat Wolves at the Molineux with a last minute had you right winner in the 100th minute of the game. How crazy is that? That is what football is about. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Chelsea versus Leicester. Chelsea opened up 2-0 at half time. A really well worked goal from Nicholas Jackson. I think he had a really good game, to be fair, with Cucurella getting the goal from it, and then Palmer as well. Sterling just missed so many chances. There was so many chances that Sterling could have taken that game, and it just didn't happen, and it kind of almost bit him in the arse, because Disasi scored a wonder own goal from almost his halfway line and absolutely booted it back, and it just smacked into the back of the net. Sanchez had no clue what happened, and then Mavrididi, absolute baller. Leicester are going to do so well next year in the Premier League. If they do come up, they are, a bit shaky right now, but that Mavrididi goal was so good. If they don't come up, then a Premier League team will definitely be picking that guy up. But at the end of the day, Chelsea, they are a Premier League team, and they kind of showed it in that last 10 minutes, because Carney Chukwuemeka got a goal, and so did Madueke. Madueke got a right good goal. It was insane, the goal that he got. Then on to the big game of the weekend, United versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. A massive game. I didn't manage to get tickets for it. I got tickets for the next one, which I've got really good tickets for as well, so I can't wait for that one. But yeah, United Liverpool 3, and it was a juicy game to get into, and we're going to get straight into it because we started the game really well. If we played like that every game, we'd have won the league this year because we played so well. Manu especially, I feel didn't get enough praise for the game. Like, I know a lot of pundits would put praising him, but I can see a lot of praise online because, you know, other things happened, but Manu had a really good game, and I've just got to say that now. You know, we scored first, and then at half time though, we was 2-1 down, and it kind of like had a bit of dread in me going, it's going to happen again, you know. It's just, you know, I give it hope for no reason. But then in like the 87th minute, I think it was, Antony on his right foot of all things for him to do, you know. The guy never touches his right foot, and just slotted it past Kelleher. 2-2, went to extra time, and then Elliott scored a deflected goal. It was a really annoying deflected goal, but he almost scored a really good chance earlier than that in normal time, and he just hit the post, and Onana was like kind of left flat-footed, but there was breaths, it's fine. Rashford also missed a chance at the late of that game, but he was offside, so I kind of went over it. But then Rashford got the equaliser, made it 3-3, and it's a good equaliser as well. Scott McTominay winning the ball high up, you get beating Liverpool that own game, and getting the goal, that was just beautiful. And then Liverpool powered everyone forward. They had one man back. It was Conor Bradley, I think it was back. And they lose the ball. Ahmad wins the ball back, passes to Garnacho. Garnacho and Ahmad running. The two young players that are as fast as anything, sprinting towards you. You're going to be a bit shaky, aren't you? And Bradley was a bit shaky. Garnacho got a pass off to Ahmad, and he just slots it into the bottom corner, and it was just scenes. It was beautiful. This is the magic of the FA Cup. And you know what was a really cool fact for this weekend is that all the teams that scored first won their games and went through to the next round. So honestly, the FA Cup is just magic, in it, guys. And you know, I hope everyone had a good weekend watching it. Obviously, there'd be 4 teams that obviously didn't enjoy watching it, but a lot of neutrals would have enjoyed this weekend. Avoiding that City game, that Wolves game, the Chelsea game, and the United game. Oh my God, what a weekend of football. Onto the Championship, with Leicester playing in the FA Cup. Leeds have moved top with a 2-0 win today against Millwall. Yesterday, in terms of when you're watching this, I hope. But Ipswich were still only 1 point because they had an absolute right good game. 6-0 they won their game, and they're pushing it. They are really, you know, it's going to be a real tight end to the season. I kind of want Ipswich to win the league. That'd be really cool, coming up from League One, you know, winning. Well, did they win league? I don't know if they won League One last year, I can't remember. But then winning the Championship would be really crazy, coming into the Prem, and I think it'd be a really interesting team to see Ipswich back in the Prem. I want Leicester to come up, and I want Southampton to come up, but I'm going to go through predictions on that in the midweek as well. Like I said, I'm going from my Premier League predictions over an international break, do my team of the season so far, like I've done in the previous international breaks. I'll also do one for the entirety of England with the Championship, League 1 and League 2. I'm just predicting how they're going to end the season, and potentially even a European predictions, but we're going to save that for, you know, later. We're not going to overpromise you guys right yet. Going into the Bundesliga, Leverkusen keeping it close again, a 3-2 win, scraping by, but scraping them wins. It's wins are wins, man. It's keeping them top of the league, and Bayern has continued taking that anger out with a 5-2 win this week. Harry Kane got a goal, Musiala got 2. You know, Harry Kane this season has really shown the world that Robert Lewandowski ain't that guy. He just wasn't that guy. You know, I think Kane has showed this year that Lewandowski is not in the top strikers of this generation argument, because Kane's just gone there and done it like that at the age of 31. La Liga, Barcelona absolutely smash Athletic Madrid 3-0 in a big game there, and moved to second above Girona, because Girona continued to fall. The expectations were too heavy, and it's just not going to happen for them. They might still get Champions League football, but it's going to be a tough push towards the end of the season. As I said, it'd be cool predictions on it. Serie A, Inter drop points to last year's winners Napoli, but continue to have that massive gap up top. AC Milan move into second because Juventus also dropped points, and Bologna keeping it late with a 94th minute winner to try and get their Champions League spot sorted. It'd be cool to see Bologna in the Champions League next year. You know, the Champions League could be really interesting next year. The Europa League could be interesting as well. But, you know, Coventry could still win the FA Cup and get a place in the Europa League, which would be pretty cool. Then going on to Ligue 1, Mbappe show again as it is. When that guy leaves Ligue 1 will be no longer looked at by anyone. No one will care anymore because he's just carrying PSG to this title, which he really shouldn't be. Like PSG, you've got so much money. It's such a poor investment from Qatar, but because he's not going to win the Champions League either. 2 red cards in 2 different games, which is a pretty cool highlight that I thought I'd go for. But yeah, that is the leagues. I'm going to go to my team of the week. I kind of just missed it a second ago, but we're going to my team of the week, and as I said, there's no real team of the week. There's no right positions going on. It's just like a goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 3 attackers. And they kind of go into a team, very Garth Crooks style, if you watch that series on the TikTok. Muric in net, I thought he had a really good game. Of the games that I watched, I think Muric had a really good game. Leno could have got in there because he was the only one that kept a clean sheet this weekend. But I think Muric coming into the team, had a good game, fair play. In the defence, it's a bit iffy because I've got a player that conceded 4. I felt Jarell Kwanzaa had a really good game. I didn't manage to watch a lot of football this weekend, but I thought Kwanzaa had a really good game against us. And he created the goal that, you thought might have won it for him, but no. Mengi, I got in there because I thought he had a really good game as well. Made a really big clearance off the line and well deserved to get into this team. And then 8 Nori, as I said, found in his form and is playing on fire right now. Gets into the team in that defence. The midfield made up of Bernardo, he got the 2 goals. Ahmad, he got the important goal. Chukwuemeka got a pretty important goal for Chelsea too, so he gets in there. And then Mainu, as I said, I thought the guy's a baller. The guy is such a baller. It's just a smile on my face just even thinking about it. And then the front 3, I've gone with Madueke, who, as I said, he scored a great goal. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but had a really great goal. For Fana, who are bigged up again. And then Ellis Sims, you got 2 goals to help send Coventry to semi-final of the FA Cup. Of course he's going to get into the team of the week. I don't care if I don't usually do non-Premier League players. Then onto the European scene. We had a draw last week, and it's a pretty cool draw to be fair. We got Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Fun game. Arsenal, as I said, Bayern Munich are taking their anger out on anyone that gets in their path right now. Another 10-2 incoming. City versus Madrid. City won it last year, Madrid won it the year before. This is going to be an interesting one of who can take the 3rd title fight. I think Madrid are going to take this one, to be fair, as well. But with that second game being at City, a bit of an advantage towards City too. Dortmund versus Madrid. Atletico Madrid, sorry. Could go either way, really. I'm going to push towards the Simeone effect, pushing it through, and then allowing, in my head there, 2 Spanish teams going into the next round of the Champions League, and then Barca versus PSG. He's going to put 3 Spanish teams going to the next round of the Champions League, and I really want to see I think it is it would then be Bayern versus Madrid, Real Madrid, and then Atletico versus Barca. And I think if Real beat Bayern, that's a really cool final either way. Either it's another Madrid derby, our 3rd in the past 10 years in the Champions League final. The strength of Madrid, crazy, both sides. Or an El Clasico final of the Champions League. Please, we need it. We need it. It's the last version of this format of the Champions League. Please, we're begging the football gods for this one. An El Clasico Champions League final would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just want it. But yeah, now it is time to go on to my topic of the week. And we got there pretty quick this week, I'd say. Usually it takes us about 20 minutes to go through all the results. But, we've not been a lot of football this week. We go straight onto the topic, and it is just why Southgate, why, if this is a team that shows up to the Euros, we're not going to win the Euros, and with a team, the way England are, we should be winning the Euros. Let's go into the team. Sam Johnston in net, I'm okay with. Pickford in net, I'm very happy with. Ramsdale being the other goalkeeper, he's not playing. He made a really poor mistake the other week. Should not be in the England squad. I don't care if Southgate, trying to get his confidence up. Always been playing. Get him out. If he's not playing football on a regular basis, he shouldn't be in the team. That should be the basic rule of playing for your national team. Jared Branthwaite, I'm a bit iffy on it. I like Branthwaite, but I think there might have been better options that we could have gone with there. Same with Ben Chilwell. I like Ben Chilwell, but there's probably better options we could have gone with. and why don't we go with him? We're going to get through these other options in a second. Lewis Dunk, the same, there's better options we could have gone with. Joe Gomez, I know he's playing really well right now, but in the day, it's Joe Gomez. Like, come on now. Ezri Konza, yeah, I guess he's versatile, so I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with it, but I'll take it. Harry Maguire, I'll definitely take. We know how good he is in an England shirt. John Stones, definitely, don't have to question that. And then Kyle Walker, don't have to question it. Bellingham, I'd be stupid to question it. Gallagher, I'm definitely not questioning that. The guy's got stamina, and I think he is that guy to put alongside Rice so that Bellingham can play in the 10. And I've said this with my chest for many times now. Henderson. What is Henderson still doing in England squad in 2024? Southgate, what does he have against you? Because we'll help you out, pal. No matter what he has against you, Southgate, we don't care, because it's Jordan Henderson. We just don't want him in the squad. No matter what he releases of you, we don't care. We'll ignore it. Madders, yep, happy with. Rice, definitely happy with. And Phil Foden, yes, I'm happy with on the form that he's been on. I do want him to play out wide. Jared Bowen, sure, I get it, but I just don't think he's England quality. Anthony Gordon, however, I do think he's England quality, and he's a good backup on the wings for both sides, and he can play up front as well, so we'll take it. Harry Kane, yes, obviously. Cole Palmer, I'm still not sold on him playing for England, but we'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. I'm not going to judge it too hard yet. Rashford, yeah, I'm happy with. We know how good Rashford is in an England shirt. Saka, obviously, I think this is the first one that Southgate picked. He's been England Player of the Year for the past 2 years. Of course, Saka's going to come in this team. And then Watkins, obviously, happy with Watkins, being on good form this year. And then Tony, I don't know about Tony. He's only been back 2 months, lad. Like, getting England squad this quick, despite Solanke being on good form. Alright, and that's the first one I'm going to say. Solanke probably feels a bit robbed here. I'd say, Grealish hasn't been playing for City, but we still know how good he is in England shirt. I know I've just contradicted myself of how much game time they're playing, but we know Southgate's not against it, so why are you not playing Grealish? Because we know he likes Grealish. I don't get it. Hudson-Odoi, I think he's playing really well recently, but I'm not going to make too much of an argument for it, just like a Jack Harrison. I'm not going to make an argument for it because I know he's not that much of a shout. I think when talking about the other goalkeeper, when I said Ramsdale shouldn't be in the squad, there's 2 goalkeepers that I looked at, and that was Jason Steele, who was playing 50-50 really for Brighton. But mainly I'm looking at Tom Kaminski, who's playing really well for Luton. He's having good games, and I feel like he deserves a shout. I like a lot of them Luton teams. I've also got Mengi and Doherty onto this thing as well. I think Mengi could, have a shout in there, and Doherty really should have a shout with our left back options being not available at this moment. It'd be good to give him a little call up and see how he does. Rico Lewis probably deserved a call up. I know he's not been playing loads for City recently, but he's been in the England squads before, and it seemed like he's building up to being in the England squad for this Euros. What am I talking about? Jarell Quansah. As I said, really good game today, really good game for the past few weeks for Liverpool. Probably disappointed not to get a shout, but understandable with his age, I guess, and being other options like Colwill. Why is Colwill not in the England squad? I don't get it. I actually don't get it. The guy can play centre back really well, and he can play left back, and I think he is Stones' perfect partner coming into the Euros. But we won't know that because he's not getting picked for England, which is just ridiculous. And then Aaron Wan-Bissaka, once again, had a really good game today at left back, and I think probably deserved a shout. Still, no shout for England. He really wants to play for England because he's not playing for Congo. He definitely in the Congo squad. If Congo keep on calling him up and he keeps on saying no because I want to play for England, Southgate, mate, please, we're begging. As another option, it gives a different option to Kyle Walker, a different outlook on the game. Kyle Walker is obviously mainly speed, but Wan-Bissaka is really good defensively, and has shown that in the big games when it's mattered. So, and everything about his game that gets scrutinised is overly scrutinised. Like, his passing gets scrutinised, but I think his passing is really clean and is smart. Kobe Mainu, why is Kobe Mainu not in the squad? He's got his under 21 call up, mint. He should be getting into this team. Do you not see how he played against Liverpool? Do you not see how he's been playing for the past year for Man United? This guy should be a shoo-in for the England squad. He's just so calm. It's incredible how good a footballer he is. And Southgate's just going, well, I like Jordan Henderson. I'm going to make a video on like the managers that need to replace Southgate, because Southgate needs to leave after this Euros. I don't care if we win it. We need a new manager. Alex Scott probably deserves a shout. He's been playing well for Bournemouth all year. Eze, how's Eze not in this squad? Eze is such a good footballer, and once again, another good footballer we're not picking. That's Eze Mainu. Oh, it just hurts me. Gibbs White, another really, really good footballer on really, really good form. That because Southgate spending too much time over in Amsterdam watching Jordan Henderson. I really like Jordan Henderson. He's not looking at his options. Look at all these good homegrown talents we have, and he's going, you know what, I'm going to go get Jordan Henderson. He has not looked at Tomori for years, who lives abroad. You know, as soon as Jordan Henderson goes abroad, he's going, alright, yeah, I'll make the games. It is disgraceful that Jordan Henderson in this year is still getting into the squad. I don't care if we get to the Euros final and Jordan Henderson scores a hat-trick. I am still right by saying Jordan Henderson should not be in the squad. If it takes Jordan Henderson a hat-trick for us to win the Euros, we shouldn't be winning the Euros. And then there's a Ben White situation. I know a lot of people have been on about this going, oh, well, Southgate should be doing better. Ben White should be doing better. Ben White's job as a footballer. He got told off in a meeting, right, but for not paying attention. And he's gone, I didn't like how I got told off, actually. Right. Don't play for England then. Just don't play for England. If you don't like being told that you're not paying attention, just pay a bit more attention. Pay a bit more attention, mate, because you're not paying attention. I can see you're not paying attention, and it's not going to get you a place in the squad. And he's gone, fine, I won't have a place in the squad then. That's fine. He should never play for England again. I know people have gone using this as an argument to get Southgate out. This is a point where I was like, no, Southgate needs to stay to make sure Ben White doesn't play, because that's his attitude towards the game. Then he shouldn't be playing the game. It's just disgraceful. It's disgraceful. And you know all these Arsenal fans backing him up going, oh, this. I hope he does it for your club. If Arteta leaves and he comes in with a new manager that you don't like, I hope he does it for your club. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like. You want to see more, subscribe. Let me know who you would like to see in England squad. You know, we don't make decisions around here, but one day maybe. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Cheers.